نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Al-Mahdi 2020 in the name, the series that I was discussing about, that suddenly I thought that some discussion that I forgot to say. So this is the reason why I'm trying to discuss in this part, that the hadith that I was discussing from the beginning of this series, maybe in the first part, that يقتتل عند خنزكم ثلاثة كلهم ابن الخليفة. The three princes will be fighting each other for your wealth, for your treasure, and ثم لا يسير منهم أحد. They will not be able to gain. None of them will be able to gain that. None of them will be able to be reach the emperor, the kingship. ثم تطلع رؤية السود من قبل المشرق. Then from the east, troops and army will come with black banner, that I have already discussed. This is the American soldiers that have already entered in Saudi. يقتلونكم قتلا لم يقتلوا قوم. That they will kill you, they will kill the Muslims in such a way that no nations have ever done such killings, such massacre. The narrator of this hadith, Sawan radiallahu anhu, says, ثم ذكر شيئا لا أحفظه. Then Rasulullah said something that I could not memorize, I could not remember, I cannot remember it now. فإذا رأيتموه فبايعوه ولو حبوا على such. Then when you will see him, take the bayah on him, because even if you have to crawl on the ice, on the snow, because فإنه خليفة الله المهدي, because he is the Khalifa of Allah al-Mahdi. So the thing that I forgot to discuss about, that the part ثم ذكر شيئا لا أحفظه. The narrator says that Rasulullah said something I could not remember at that moment. That the sequence of the incidents that will happen before al-Mahdi, maybe we can think that the US soldiers will start killing the Muslims in Saudi, then al-Mahdi will arrive. Maybe this is not the case. That's why this is the hikmah of Allah, that all the important things Allah want to hide, so that people, Muslims, they seek for it, they try to find it. This is the hikmah of Allah. So Allah made Sahaban radiallahu anhu forget that part, that when you will see the troops coming from the east, the US soldiers have already come to Saudi, they will kill the Muslims. It's not that they will kill the Muslims, then the Mahdi will come to kill the citizen of a country. There should be some incident happening in that country. There should be a war moment. So there is nothing at this moment in Saudi Arabia. There's no reason for the US soldiers to kill the Muslims. So then the next part of the hadith is فَإِذَا رَأَيْتُمُوهُ. So when you see him, so it might be, it's most probably the hadith would be like this. We can guess something like that, when the Mahdi will appear among us, then the troops will start killing the Muslims, and this is most logical. When the Mahdi will arrive, they will see al-Mahdi has already appeared, and the Muslims are taking bayah on him. So they might be very aggressive, because they know that when the Mahdi will arrive, this is the time when the superpowers of the world, they will be destroyed. So they are very conscious about it. They are very anxious about it, concerned about it. So they will start killing when Al Mahdi will appear among us. This is most logical, and I had a dream about it, and where I got the sign like this. So I thought this is an amanah to me that I should share with the world, Muslim world. So there's another hadith that comes from different narrations with slightly different words, and most of the narrators, if you see in the internet, I already discussed. It's very difficult for us to identify the purity of the hadith from the internet, because the internet is very much misguiding. So many um, so many wrong words, true words, mixed words they share in the internet. The Muslims, they share about Muslims. The non-Muslims, they also share about the Muslims. And Al Mahdi is the thing most important for the Muslim world at this moment. So the conspiracy against him is very very strong. So whenever we find a hadith in the internet, it's very difficult to identify whether this the narrators of the hadith is whether they're true or not. But when one single hadith comes from different narrators, so it's most probably that this hadith is true, because all the narrators cannot be liars at a time. So the hadith that was narrated by Ibn Masud that I want to share, that Ibn Masud radiallahu anhu says that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, which is the nearest meaning, that in the Ramadan there will be a sound like shouting, the tremendous sound in the middle of Ramadan. Then in the month of Shawwal, there will be disturbance, much disturbance among the mm, and next in the month of Julqada, there will be division, there will be fighting among the nations, and in the Hujjah there will be killing, massacre, killing of the Hujjaj, the Haji, uh, and in the Muharram the forbidden things will be happen. Huge people will be killed. Then the people, the Sahaba, the companions of Rasulullah asked, Ya Rasulullah, what is the word that about the sound, scream, about the scream or sound used in the hadith was sayha. Then the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, what is sayha? Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that this will happen in the middle of Ramadan. That Ramadan will start in Friday, and the middle of the Ramadan will be also Friday. That is on the Thursday night. The scream will be sounded. And, we may hear the scream. There are different narrations about it. This will happen after the scream. This will happen after the screams. So the most important thing is that we may hear the scream in the middle of the Ramadan, because this narration comes from different hadiths, different narrators also. Although they are saying that all the narrators are liars, this is not, maybe not true. As I saw the dream, that the disturbance will start in my dream. Someone told, I saw that the disturbance will start in Shawwal. Uh, so, what will be the sequence? What might be the sequence we can guess at this from this hadith, that from this hadith and the previous hadith, that inshallah Al Mahdi will appear at the end of Ramadan this year 2020, at the end of Ramadan or at the beginning of Shawwal. So when the Ramadan Al Mahdi will appear at that time. Another hadith I discussed about maybe in the first part, that يبايع لرجل بين الركن والمقام. People will take bayah from a man by rukn, in between rukn and maqam. فلا يستحل البيت إلا أهله. The people uh, on response, the people in charge of Baitullah, Kaaba, Masjid al-Haram, they will start the battle in Baitullah. Then don't ask about the Halakat al-Arab. Don't ask about the destroying of the Arabs. That is when the people in charge of the Baitullah will start fighting inside Baitullah. Then Arab will be destroyed. It means when Al Mahdi will appear in Bain al Rukn al Maqam, then the people in charge, the security of the Baitullah, the army, the police over there, they will attack on Al Mahdi. And since then Arab will be destroyed. It means since immediately after the appearance of Al Mahdi, maybe the US soldiers they will attack the Arabs. The hadith says that there will be disturbance in Shawwal. It means maybe Allah will save Al Mahdi. Maybe the troops will be searching Al Mahdi door to door, home to home. They will search. They will enter every home of Makkah. Will try and torture the Muslims. Start killing. So this is the case will happen. This is what I found in my dream. So at the end of Ramadan or at the beginning of Shawwal, the Mahdi will appear. Then in Shawwal, there will be very much disturbance by the Saudi government and US soldiers in combined. And then in Jilqad, maybe the fighting will start between nations. This uh, disunity will start among the nations, among the Arabs especially. They will not be able to come in a conclusion about the Mahdi. Different things may happen during the fightings between Muslim non-Muslims may increase more, and in Jul Hajj people will come, pilgrims will come from around the world, so they will be killing the pilgrims, the Hujjaj. And in the Muharram, when they will not be able to find the Mahdi, they will start huge killing in Saudi Arabia. That will not be comparable to any other killing in the world. That's why يقتلونكم قتلا لم يقتلوا قوما. They will kill you in such a way that never any nation has killed such killings. So this is the thing that I forgot to discuss about. So what I asked the people of the world, the Muslims of the world, that especially the people of Europe, US, Australia, those people try to migrate to Makkah as soon as possible. Ramadan, we have only 6 months left. Mm, we had this. This is already Rabiul Sani, second month of Rabi. So we have only 6 months left. Maybe after 6 months, inshallah, Al Mahdi will appear among us. So migrate to Makkah, because in the hadith, in the one hadith I said that يأتوا على الناس على المكة, that the inhabitants of some inhabitants of Makkah will come to Al Mahdi and will take via Rukn al Maqam. So this is the time for the Muslim world to come migrate to Makkah, stay here waiting for the Mahdi. The world is going to see the change, and during the this is the preparation time. We have 6 months to get prepared. So that during the preparation time, it is our duty to purify ourselves, rectify ourselves. Because this is a this is a jamaat. It's a jamaat of sacred jamaat that Allah will use to destroy the darkness of the world. So to join this jamaat, we'll have to have the holiness in our heart, because if we take bath and make wudu, this cleans our body, but to clean our heart is very important to have the diseases in the heart, like to feel pride of one's own self, to look down upon other people, to have love for this dunya in this heart. These are because Rasulullah says in a hadith, "حب الدنيا رأس كل خطيئة." All the source of all sins, all darkness is the love of dunya. So these are the impurity of heart. We need to make our heart holy to join this holy Jama'at. Uh, so take these 6 months as a preparation time, like it inshallah. And one more thing that I will ask, I ask especially the people of uh, third world country, the poor countries, they should uh, keep your money at hand. Don't keep your money at the bank because anytime they can rob your money. Digital world, whatever the money you have is just points, electronic points. When they if they destroy this system, all your money will be lost. So don't put your money in the bank. Keep the money in your hand, and whatever the country you are from, keep the money in dollar or pound because whenever the war goes in a war in a country, the first thing to make the people helpless, um, they will stop the currency, especially the people of Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, the Muslim people, where, and other Muslim world, they should make their currency and keep their currency, keep their property, the wealth, the money they have, make it into dollar or pounds because anytime they can stop your currency and put your family in a safe side, in a safe as possible. Then migrate to Makkah, inshallah. May Allah accept all of us to join this